Okay, so this is a long, I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks because of whatever things going on, and I was just in a funk and all that stuff. So I'm back now filming, and I want to kick it off with a review of a company called tmart.com. They actually sent me an email maybe 2 weeks ago asking me to review maybe some of their beauty items, and I did. Or rather, I chose some items to review, and yeah, so let me just jump right into it. So tmart.com, they sell other stuff, but like electronics and things, but I really only like focused in on the like the eye makeup, for instance, because they are offering, they gave me a $15 budget, so I was like, what am I gonna get for 15 bucks? But they actually do have quite a bit. I think the company is based over in China, and shipping is free, so whatever you get it shipped to you for free. So I was a little bit skeptical because I had purchased, for instance, I wanted to try some eyelashes, right? Because you guys know I love my Sonia Kashuk. I talk with my hands a lot. I need to stop. Anyway, you all know that I love my Sonia Kashuk lashes, and I'm always like, oh, nobody can beat them. They're just really, really durable. They are a little bit more pricey for just a single pair of lashes, being $5 at Target. But they're really, really durable, and I get like so many wears out of one pair, so I was like, oh, there isn't a whole lot that these people can do for me as far as lashes goes. And I was actually pleasantly surprised because I had ordered lashes on eBay. Someone had mentioned they ordered, it was like $2 free shipping from eBay, and they were the company that sold me the lashes were based out of China, and these lashes were horrific. They didn't bend. I couldn't even get glue to adhere to the band. I mean, they were awful. I threw them out. I couldn't use them whatsoever. So I don't know. I was skeptical of tmart.com's ability to get me some great lashes, but this is a pair, rather a set of the crisscross lashes. And actually, I'm wearing a pair, and I lost one of them in here. So there's one here that I will find it. Anyway, and you get 10 lashes, and this was under $3, I believe, like $2 something. And I mean, don't hate me, Sonia Kashuk, but I have to say they are very, very durable. And I know I'm going to get several wears out of each lash, lash, and each pair rather, lash pair. And I really, really, really like them. They are, and I don't know that you can see, but they have these like, they're extended at the end, so you do have to clip the ends of the lashes so that you can adhere. But they're very flexible, they're very durable, I don't even know, and these are the crisscross, so they're not very dramatic. I think with my neck, and I am going to order another pair, because like seriously, 10 pairs of lashes for $3, like can you beat that? And it's free shipping. So I am going to, on my own, just order a pair of their more dramatic lashes, because I was a little bit skeptical, and I didn't want to go, it's hard to order lashes online because I'm very picky about, I know what lashes look good on me, because they have to, for whatever reason, I just have to see like that gradual increase with the beginning of the band of the lashes being like really, really short, and then extending to long, and then going tapering off at the ends. And not all lashes do that. Sometimes you just have the full on, all of them all are like one length, and they look kind of crazy. I like my lashes to look kind of like I'm not really wearing lashes, but if I'm going out and I want a little bit more drama, these ones are very, very natural. They're the crisscross lashes, but they look really natural on, as you can see. So far, I really, really like that. Now, what else did I get from tmart.com that I'm reviewing? This is the, now I don't remember the name of, I think it's the 78 color palette here. And it's an eyeshadow palette, and I've seen palettes like this being sold at on crownbrush.com. So I don't need eyeshadows. So in fact, this is going to be the item that I'm giving away for my next giveaway. Now, the person who's going to be receiving it should know that I did use the little swabby things, which you shouldn't use to put your shadows on. So I did use these so I could test out the shadows to see. To give you guys an honest and a full review of this palette. And this palette was about, I think about, they gave me $15. So this was maybe about $13 for this palette, and you get 78 colors. Now, if we wanted to compare this palette to, let's say, a BH Cosmetics palette, which I have here. This is the Tmart palette. This is the BH Cosmetics palette. And as you can see, you get a whole lot more product in the BH Cosmetics. This is the 3rd edition palette. and it's 120 colors. But they, you know, T-Mart also has palettes that are comparable to this with the bigger, I would say dime-sized thingies, shadows. Versus these are not dime-sized. They're really, really tiny, so you don't get a whole lot of product from these. But you've got so many colors to choose from. So it's a pretty good palette for the purpose of if you're a beginner and you want to try different looks and different colors and so forth, and you have kind of like the yellow region, you've got like the more neutrals and the browns, the blues, the greens, the pinks and purples, and you've got the reds and just kind of a peachy colors at the end. So it's organized very much like this BH Cosmetics, if you can see, for 3rd edition palette. So that part of it's good. And these are, I think, blushes at the bottom, which I didn't really test out, so I can't tell you much about in terms of pigmentation. Now, what I did to compare these, because I'm like, okay, let me compare this to the BH Cosmetics 3rd edition palette. And again, I also wanted to compare it to my Shany Cosmetics boutique palette that I reviewed in a recent video, which you know. So the tmart.com palette. So to compare it to BH Cosmetics and Shany, which you know is, I know and hopefully you know, are great dime piece friendly palettes for beginners. So they're just easy on the wallet. So to compare it, I would say this. These do not, you know, this palette is not as pigmented. The colors are not as pigmented, not as rich as the Shany Cosmetics or the BH Cosmetics palette alone. What I did to test these out is I swatched them without primer to kind of see, you know, and then that's what I always do. I swatch without primer and then I kind of fade out to see what's still hanging out on my arm or my wrist or what have you. And they all pretty much fade out or what have you, but these faded out more than the Shany Cosmetics palette. So it was more closer in terms of quality to the BH Cosmetics, but still not quite. That notwithstanding, I went ahead and I swatched like one color. Can you even, I'm sorry, I'm like, can you see that? I swatched one color using, how about that? I'm sorry, it's like retarded, I'm sorry. So I swatched one color using a primer, right? I used my Ruby Kisses primer that I had offhand. And it is really great. Like, look. And I swatched this like 2 hours ago. So look at that. I mean, it's just not budging. And this is the tmart.com palette. So I would say this is a great palette if you use a primer. I mean, with all shadows, you should use a primer. So I don't know how fair it was of me to test this out without primer and then kind of give you feedback. But that's what I like to do. Listen, these are great. It's a great palette for a beginner. So many colors to choose from. Use a primer. You won't be disappointed with this palette. Is it the same as the BH Cosmetics or Shany Cosmetics palette? No, but not all of my shadows are of the same quality. I've got plenty of shadows that aren't as great, but the different color choices, things like that, and the price point really can't be beat. And the free shipping, and the shipping, I have to tell you, was very fast. I got these items in like 3 days, and if they're shipping, I don't know if they have a distributor here in the States, but regardless, shipping is really fast. So I am going to be giving this palette away. I'll be talking about that in my next video as far as this the giveaway goes. And again, I'm sorry to the person who gets it because I'm not going to include these little swabbies, but I will, you know, I'll give you more details with things I'm going to include with this palette so that it feels like a complete and full giveaway. Anyway, dimes, this is my review, tmart.com. Lashes, fantastic. Great beginner palette for 13 bucks, free shipping, can't beat it. And again, use a primer and you'll be really happy with it because, yeah, I mean, this was great with a primer. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, dimes, and I'll see you soon.